Wait, you're a Bears fan and you're not subscribed to my channel? Before this video starts, make sure to 1. Hit the subscribe button below to catch all Bears content right here on this podcast. 2. Hit the bell notification because you, my friend, are a diehard Bears fan. And 3. Like this video and tell all the Bears fans you know about the channel. Alright, that's better. Now that you're actually subscribed to the channel, make sure to bear down and enjoy this video.
You're listening to Keek on the Mic.
Keek on the Mic.
A podcast all about the Chicago Bears. This podcast starts right now.
Keek on the Mic.
Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Before I get this episode started, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram page at Keek on the Mic, and make sure you share this episode of Keek on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. So over this whole draft process leading up to the actual NFL draft, there has been a lot of talk about the Bears trading up. And I know that's, for the most part, what a lot of Bears fans want is the Chicago Bears to trade up and get their quarterback. But I guess my question is if the quarterback isn't there, there's really no purpose of trading up. And in that instance, I don't think there's no point in actually staying put at number 20. I would recommend the Chicago Bears actually trade down. And I know I've done a lot of videos about what should the Bears do with the 20th overall pick. Should they trade up, trade down, or stay put? But for the most part, I've done a lot more videos about the Chicago Bears trading up than actually trading down. So I was scrolling through online. I ran into this article about ideal trade back scenarios that could actually make sense for the Chicago Bears in this Thursday's draft. So I read through it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys my real-time reactions to each of these trade back scenarios, and it even came with who the Bears would possibly pick after trading back. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me know down in the comment section below how you guys like each of these trade back scenarios for the Chicago Bears. So here we go. And I will share the trade packages with you guys on the screen so you guys can follow along with me. But the first trade, the trade back scenario that they offered in this article is trade back with the Jaguars. The Bears will get pick number 25, pick number 107, which is a 4th round pick, and the Jaguars will get pick number 20, and the Bears would select at number 25 offensive tackle Tevin Jenkins, Oklahoma State. Obviously, the Bears don't have a 4th round pick, so that would be great to earn a 4th round pick in this year's draft. I love the pick. I love Tevin Jenkins out of Oklahoma State. Once again, there's a lot of speculation that this can be the Bears pick at number 20. Like I said, I'm not crazy about it, but I wouldn't hate the idea because anytime you trade back and you're able to gain some extra picks, it's always an ideal situation. Trade package number 2 would be a trade back with the Buffalo Bills. The Chicago Bears would get pick number 30, pick number 61, which is a 2nd round pick, and the Bills would receive pick number 20, pick number 209, which I believe is one of our 6th round picks. And at this pick, the Bears would select safety Trayvon Moehrig out of TCU. Not a bad pick at all, especially at number 30. I think that would be a solid safety, and I think it would be a smart idea at some point in this draft for the Bears to actually select a safety. But I like this pick once again. I like this trade back scenario once again because it would give the Bears an extra 2nd round pick. I really, truly love the idea of the Bears trading back and having 1 1st round pick and 2 2nd round picks. Because then at that point, not only do you get the player that you want in the 1st round, let's say in the 1st round, you do get a tackle. Then you can go into the 2nd round and maybe get a wide receiver and another tackle. So you shore up your offensive line and get another playmaker for your quarterback. So, like I said, I love the trade back. Love the trade back scenario for this one. You earn a 2nd round pick. I'm not too crazy about the pick, but I wouldn't be mad if that was the Chicago Bears selection, especially when you trade back. So the final trade back scenario would be a trade back with the Baltimore Ravens. The Bears would receive pick number 27, pick number 105 and pick number 132, while the Ravens would receive pick number 20 and pick number 165. And with this pick, the Bears would select cornerback Greg Newsome out of Northwestern, which to me at that point would be an excellent steal. At that point in the first round, especially late first round, would love that pick. He wouldn't have to move very far since he's from Northwestern, but it would be a solid pick. And this trade package is actually pretty cool. In this trade, the Bears gain a late third and a fourth round pick, while only sending the Ravens a fifth. So the Bears would now have 2 third-round picks and gain their 4th-round pick back that they lost in the trade with Nick Foles. So I think, especially when you have a GM like Ryan Pace that is very money when it comes to like the day 3 picks, so 3rd through 7th rounds, why not have two 3rd-round picks and a 4th-round pick where you know your GM is money? So I'm definitely not mad at this trade package at all. I would actually love that pick, Greg Newsome, especially at pick number 27. That would be a good spot for him to be picked. But overall, I feel that my favorite trade packages are the ones where, once again, where you earn a 2nd-round pick. I'm not sure how you guys feel about these trade scenarios. Let me know down below in the comment section which one you guys like the most. Do you guys like the trade back with the Jaguars, the trade back with the Bills, or the trade back with the Ravens? As we go through these last couple of days before the NFL draft, I think as fans, we have to realize that we don't know what the Chicago Bears are going to do, but I think we have to realize that the Bears, it's very possible that the Bears either move up or trade back. For some reason, in my heart, I don't think the Chicago Bears actually stay put. And if they do, that would really surprise me. But before I let you guys go, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram page at Keek on the Mic. And make sure you share this episode of Keek on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, I'll catch you guys for an all-new Bears episode right here on Keek on the Mic. Thanks, guys.
Now this is a podcast all about Bears. You either cheering for this team or just pulling your hair. I like to take a minute, just sit right back and tell you how I became the #1 Bears fan.
That boy is Benny Hunter.
Cake on the mic, cake on the mic, cake on the mic, cake on the mic. People, that's the intro. Sacramento, California, born and raised. And Antelope is where I spend most of my days. Talk bad about my team, you must be a clown. This is Keek on the mic, so you know you better bear down. Bear down.